Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Rather Retired. I'm Vanessa, and for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure that you've seen my other episodes. This is episode 4, and I've been doing a part 1, part 2, because part 1 will always be on YouTube. But my part 2, you have to go to Buy Me a Coffee. I love coffee, and so for me, that's a perfect channel. Also, it keeps me knowing where to put what, because I deserve that you need to hear part 2, but everybody may not need to hear it. So please go to Buy Me a Coffee, and that's .com / and then put Rather Retired as one word. Rather Retired. The name of my channel is my life. Rather Retired. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's talk. It is actually the last day of January. I do these at night, and I try not to drink the coffee, even though that's my icon and I love it. That represents the fact that I get up in the morning and I know I'm going to need some extra energy. Why? Because I've cleared my calendar. I don't really have a set schedule anymore. And it took a while. It takes a while to get used to what shall I do today? And I plan out my life each month, but then on a day-to-day, I might have a little more time than normal. So I've had to learn to just relax. So welcome to the channel, Rather Retired. It's a whole change of what? Mindset and body. And that's our theme today. We're going to talk about how, as you get older and move through the path of life, especially if you are rather retired. I did early retirement. And if you're on that path in your 60s, either preparing, especially 40, you better start planning, because you're going to need to have it all worked out and planned out. It's going to come fast, it's going to come furious. And if you're not ready, shocked, and didn't plan or have no idea, it can be overwhelming. So for those of you who are in the 60s, you just hit it. You have about 2 years before early retirement, or you might have to wait almost 7 more years to do full retirement. And with what's going on these days, I'm going to cough on that one and get a little water, so let's get going. The topic again. I try not to be too political on this one. Now, I do have a political channel. So that one is called The Expansion with Vanessa. And you can imagine what I'm about to talk about on that channel. But for this one, I think it's time to talk about what does start happening with the mind and body. And that's your body head to toe. So let's get started. And I hope you are subscribing. I hope I'm giving you some information to think about and feel good about, to actually get started on this path, on this journey is going to happen. And if you can, do me that favor, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to watch the channel. And if you can, tell them to subscribe as well. You know, it's free as YouTube, but it shows support and it gives us motivation to keep coming to you with all of the information we can come up with. So head to toe. I'm going to break it down. I always have a little path sheet for me, and to keep on track, because like I said, so much goes on, you won't believe it. But I have it in 3 different sections, like a B, C, and then for A is the biggest one. Part 2 will probably more or less cover the BC. So part 1 is right here on YouTube. So let's do A. That's the big core. And then the BC is part 2. And that's going to be on Buy Me a Coffee. Alrighty, here we go. A. Now A, I decided to start the topic as simple clues that your mind and body are changing. These are the cues, the clues that tell you that your mind and your body is changing. And for some people, they see it as age-oriented. I don't see it as just age oriented. I see it also as activity oriented. Activity includes either you go to a daily 9 to 5 or 10 to 10. You have family activities. You are dating someone out and about all the time. You are active in life. You have hobbies or sports or whatever it is that keeps you so busy every single day. You don't realize it's working your brain and could be overworking your brain. It's working your emotional system and could be overworking your emotional system. And of course, your physical body is working that body. And because we aren't supposed to be on the planet based on data for 200 years or even 150 years, or even 100 years, that's rare, you are probably working your body harder than you realize. So the clues that tell you you're probably overworking your mind or body to the point it's changing, that's when you begin to realize, I told you, you have to be ready to say, what, I'm going to retire. Because you're going to have to slow down a bit. You're going to have to breathe more, relax into life more, feel the energy just vibrating through your body more. You're going to have to take time to actually live in that moment. Not the scheduling, but learning how to breathe through a moment of life. Enjoy that moment. That's that phrase, live in the moment of your life. Now, this is the last day of January. And since the last time we spoke, we as a nation have witnessed and lost so many people. So we are going to take a moment, in that moment, this moment, to feel their energy and my love and my heart and condolences and my heart and soul, the energy goes out to them and to their families and to their friends. And I do that because of my belief system. We have no proof of what actually happens upon passing. So for me, the energy is all connected like dots in the galaxy. And you can feel the vibrations throughout. Sometimes you're near people and they give you energy and they give you that positive feeling. Some people, you feel you have to give them some energy, give them some positive energy. But I do feel we're all connected. And we've had 2 airplane crashes no one expected. But I do know, I wish all of them in their passing a positive, restful journey. And I wish and I pray their families, not now, I'm sure, but I'm hoping that their families will be all right through this journey. And I'm hoping their friends will hold their family members and be there for them. So back to mind and body. It's all connected, and you will feel those losses, and you will also feel joy. It's a matter of knowing the cues. I've heard doctors say for years, stress will kill you. And it's real. The older I've become, I realize I cannot stress over everything. When I was on the fast path of life, I was stressing all day. You're on the phone, you're doing this, this is your thumbs. Your brain, imagine what your brain is doing if you're doing that, running in and out, trying to catch something, make a deadline. Your whole body is under stress. And it's stress you created, which means it's stress that you can control. We have a new president who's bringing stress into our nation. And I tell you, you can control your stress. For me, I wrote on a sheet of paper, I created like a little calendar, 7 days of the week. I can only talk about politics 2 days, Friday and Monday. And then Tuesdays, I'm allowed not to spend the day talking about politics or even watching politics, but spend the day taking it from here to paper, here to video, to get it out of me, pushing that energy out, because I allow myself for 2 days to take it in. I'm human. I'm still here on the planet, and I have to survive all that's happening. And I have no control over that. So the stress, half of the stress, I allow it to come in on Fridays and Mondays. But on Tuesdays, push it back out. Push it back out. And I suggest you do the same. You have to find in your 7 days, do you want all 7 days to have all of that on your mind, in your body? Or are you ready to little by little control that and say, you are not allowed stress. I'm not going to allow you to come into my body 7 days out of the week. And that's what I tell you. You need a calendar. You need a journal. You need other ways and activities of processing the world, because you're still here. You might be controlling your stress now. Control your mindset, your thoughts, your emotions. You can control it. So that's one. Those are your clues to let you know you're getting older and on a different path. You used to allow stress to come into your life 7 days a week. Now, you do not. And it's going to be up to you to figure out, how do you want to control that stress? The world brings you stress. Don't accept all of it. Now, let's go a little deeper, neck down, right? Neck down. It's winter, so I say to you, don't forget about this. This is your neck. Now, most people always want to talk about the head. You can get coughs and colds and the flu. You can have those headaches. Stress starts here. You're letting it in. But when you get to the neck, I've seen people go out the house in winter in t-shirts, in lightweight jackets or sweaters with almost just a little camisole or a little t-shirt on. And I'm thinking, really? You have forgotten that the neck connects the head to the body, the rest of the body? You must always protect your neck, because that cold, you remember how you get that little drizzle in the back or the roughness and coughing? That is right here. And if you keep it clear, you can talk all day. But if you don't monitor how you take care and protect the neck, it will start going from here or here in and into the rest of the body. And I want you to monitor it, because you're retired. There is no reason for you to be that stressed or open to all of the world. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect that neck. Next, the top part. The top part of the body. Now, 2 things I want you to really know. You must get your heart checked, your lungs checked. Heart check, lungs check. You see this vertical downward? That's what I do. When I'm touching my scarf, I'm thinking, is my heart okay? Have I done something, or the world has done something to me that could make your heart flutter? You have to monitor your heart rate. When you go to the doctor, they will tell you at times for high blood pressure can affect you in many, many ways, and there's medication for that. I've been on it for over 30 years. I'm telling you, my grandfather passed at 101. He took heart medicine for almost 70 years. So I'm here to tell you high blood pressure can be controlled. There is medication. Number 2, my favorite beverage is water. I drink a lot of water. You want to make sure that the body itself has a lot of water, because the water, if it starts becoming dehydrated in your body, it's like a ripple. It's like a ripple. Your blood won't flow properly. Your organs won't perform properly. You will end up getting issues throughout the body that you did not expect. So hint, water is your new best friend. I love coffee in the morning, but I've also started my day with 2 glasses of water first. And then coffee is water. Hot tea is water. Get the water into your system. Into your system. More than the orange juices or juices, more than the pills or vitamins. Water, just pure water. It's what your body needs to function. Okay, let's continue. The heart and the lungs. Now, the lungs need something most people don't think about. That's fresh air. Get out the house. Go outside. It is cold out, sure, but guess what else? That's beautiful, pristine, fresh air. I don't smoke, never did. Thank God for that one. Oh, my Creator, thank you for never letting me have that need to weigh and heavy and fill my lungs up. I want my lungs to feel free to just breathe. Breathe that fresh air. Let it come into your body. Go outside. Stand on the porch. Go lean out the window and talk gossip. Whatever you need to do. Get some fresh air into those lungs. And they will teach you exercises. Your doctors will teach you how to breathe. You can go and get what? Physical therapy. Let them teach you how to breathe. You can go into a masseuse and ask them, how do I breathe? I tell you, I used to get reflexology done. At least every 3 months, I would go to a masseuse and let them work the body, do reflexology, because it helps the blood flow through. They will begin to instruct you on the pulse points of your body. It's wonderful. So hint, head down. We protect our throat. It's fall, winter time, you know. You don't want to get that congestion there. You can sometimes, but you don't want to. So let's wrap the throat. Let's put some clothes on, people. And then get up every morning, 2 glasses of water, then your beverage, and your juices, and your vitamins. And that's wonderful. Make sure you clear everything with your doctors, with your healers, whoever you're talking to get that body going. Now next, we're going to go to the waistline from here. And I don't need to show you that as a female, I have some of those, right? And go to your waistline. Now between that little area, every single year, you're going to need the mammogram. The mammogram. Let's get our bodies checked, because we know now, in particular, I don't drink either alcohol. I'm not an alcohol drinker. But we now know cancer is friends with alcohol. They recently have discovered 7 new cancers, meaning the connection, the relationship of alcohol and cancer. So you want to really get checked and ask the scientists, your doctors, your relationship with alcohol and cancer, and make sure you get the tests to determine where you are in that relationship. It's not a joke. Cancer, colon cancer, breast cancer, skin cancer. I mean, cancer seems to show up throughout the body. And I'm saying to you, don't forget that it exists and it comes attacking. So monitor your behaviors and get the test to see your current relationship with cancer. The fat. I've had fat all my life. It used to be just muscle. This was never even there. See how I folded? I had muscle, still have, that's a muscle. I still have muscle, but the problem is this showed up. That's real fat. Am I proud of it? No, not at all. I have changed my way of living. The sadder part for me is the activity. When I stopped the activeness of my life, more and more weight started to come. And I need to do more active things. I ended up, I was young. When I was young, I was fine. I played tennis, so I was very active. Played tennis. I was a majorette and the captain of the majorettes. I was very active. So I built a lot of muscle. But once you stop all of that, the fat comes because you spend too much time being inactive. So I say, try to figure out how to get your body moving and grooving again. I've gotten to the point I'll watch the videos and move and groove. I don't know how to do the modern dances anymore, but I do know how, if I need to, I will watch a music video and try to keep with the beat. You get me? Keep moving. It's good for the heart. It's great for this. And when I stand up, now I'm keeping the thighs down because the more you move, you're burning those calories. You change your diet too. I didn't know about garlic, but boy, do I consume a lot of garlic now. Garlic for me, it makes me feel as if someone came and cleared out all the impurities. I put garlic on everything. That's my new little ad. Now, I never did salt. You would think that the high blood pressure might be related to salt, but it's not. It's not. Mine is DNA. Both sides of my family, mother, father, both sides, we have all had high blood pressure, a lot of stroke deaths, and it seems to be DNA. No matter who, what, where, all different height sizes, it doesn't matter. Even geographical, all the habits are all different. But we all seem to be connected by high blood pressure. So I will tell you, you have to have your medication for your high blood pressure. You have to get your water in. You have to breathe fresh air. You have to get out there and be active. You cannot be sedentary. You can't do it. That fat will just start piling on and piling on. It has nothing to do with just the salt or sugars. No. Know your family history. Make sure you and your doctor, physicians, connect the dots in your family because it might show up in your own body. And if it does, you do have tools to help you out because you want to control it. You do. You don't want to give up. No matter where you start, never give up. Get on the path to better health. Get on the path to better health. You didn't not just become retired from life. You now have a new active life. It's called getting your body healthy and well. Wellness is real. I never did all that physical therapy. I do it now. I didn't even become curious about what is this medical masseuse stuff. Everything now, I'm open to knowing. I want to know about herbal health and non-Dr. Peel health. I want to know more and more about my diet. What do I do to my body and with my body to keep it healthy, to keep it sharp? Have you ever done a puzzle? Have you ever tried to learn a script? Have you ever just read a book to read it? It's keeping your mind active, but not under stress. Keep your mind active, but just not under stress. So there are many ways to keep the mind and the body active and healthy. And I am proud of all of you for listening. I did 25 minutes, and that for me is part 1. This is episode number 4, and we're going to call it body and health. How about that? Body and health. This whole wellness journey of body and health. And please do go to buymeacoffee.com/rather retired. I'm Vanessa. I thank you so much for watching my video. Tell people all about it. And I just appreciate being here. This is how I keep my mental health well. There's a lot going on in this life. You can take control of it. Thank you. Bye.